Hi everyone, my name is Hugh Flanagan and I want to talk Chicago Cubs in the year 2020. First of all, it all starts with pitching. You've got to have a strong staff. You can see the teams that are left, they have killer pitching, and that's why they're doing well. Right now, if all our pitchers come back, here's what it would look like. We'd have Hendricks at 1, Darvish 2, Lester 3, Quintana 4, and Chatwood 5. That is weak. So we have a big problem there. We really don't have an ace. And Hendricks is probably more like a 3, maybe barely a 2, but we need 2 studs up front. When you get into the playoffs, we need guys that can strike people out. We need guys that can miss a lot of bats. So here's my take on that. What I would do first of all is trade Bryant. Okay, he's going to be a free agent after 2020. So I would trade him. He's young, he's marketable, and I think we might be able to trade him for possibly a big name, maybe a Strasburg. We might have to throw someone else in, maybe another big name, maybe throw in a Quintana in there, and they would take that. Quintana and Bryant. I mean, Bryant was an MVP, so I think they might go for that. Possibly Rendon's a free agent. So he's going to be gone. They're going to need a third baseman unless they re-sign Rendon, and then that throws a wrench in the mix. But if you don't get Strasburg, get someone along that caliber. Then the other guy I would look after would be, or go after would be a Garrett Cole. He's only 29, or a Madison Baumgartner. He's only 30. Either of those guys would be great on the free agent market. You don't have to give anyone up. So let's assume we get Strasburg and Cole. That would be a perfect world right there. Strasburg's your ace. You've got Cole as a 2, Hendricks a 3, Lester a 4, and Darvish as a 5. That's an awesome lineup. That's an awesome starting staff. Quintana, you throw him and Chatwood in the bullpen. Or you can trade Quintana. Like I said before, you could trade him for a reliever, a center fielder. Almora's going to be gone. We could use a center fielder. He's got some trade value. He's marketable. Chatwood, you could either trade him or throw him in the bullpen. He's got a lot of good hit and miss stuff. I think he would be a very solid reliever, which we need some meat in that relief department. All right, let's talk about the relievers. So Kinsler's 35. I would bring him back. He had a good year. Is he your number 2 guy or 3 guy? No, but he's nice coming out of the pen. Maybe your 3 or 4 guy. Another guy, Kyle Ryan, I would definitely bring him back. He's 28. He's young. He had a great year last year. Definitely great lefty against lefty. Definitely bring him back. You've got Brad Wick and Week. Bring them both back. They're 26. They're young. In fact, Wick possibly could be your closer. Rowan Wick, he's got great stuff. Throws 98, 99. Good action on his breaking stuff. So I would definitely think about him being the closer, especially if Kimbrel doesn't pan out. Now, Kimbrel's coming back, but I don't know. There's a lot of questions with Kimbrel. I think everybody's got a lot of questions with him right now. So hopefully he is your guy and he regains his form. But if he doesn't, we've got, I think, Wick waiting in the wings there. I think we can agree. Like I said, Chatwood's coming back. A lot of relievers from last year that aren't coming back. I would say Edwards is gone. Strop is gone. Here's who's gone. I'm just going to give you a list who's gone. We're going to have a lot of changes. Hamels, they're not going to renew his contract. He's gone. He's 35. He's getting older. We want some young arms. Morrow, he's gone. All the injuries. We've seen enough of that. Holland, Derek Holland, he's gone. He had a horrible year with the Cubs. Russell is gone, just never panned out. I just think he's done. Now, if we can trade some of these guys, great. If not, I think you just got to release them. Descalzo, gone. Phelps, gone. He wants $5 million a year. That's too much. Almora, he's disappointing, gone. Like I said, if you could trade him for somebody, I would do that. Happ is an interesting one. He's had a rough year. I know at the end he had a good stretch against some bad teams. I would think about trading him, or I wouldn't just release him. I'd think about trading him. If you can't trade him and you don't get much value for him in return, I would say keep him and hope he develops. He's still young. Strop, like I said before, is gone. So let's look at the starting lineup. We've definitely got Contreras behind the plate. I would keep him, best catcher in baseball. You've got Rizzo at first. I would throw Horner at second. He really proved himself last year. I think he's ready to take over at second base. He's young. He makes contact with the ball. I really like him. I would throw Baez, of course, at short. And then I would pick up Rendon as a free agent. In my opinion, he's better than Bryant. He makes contact. He just has great at-bats always. Drives in a ton of runs, which we need. Great attitude. Very steady. Awesome fielder. I would definitely pick him up. I think he's better than Bryant, and I think he'd be a great addition to this team. And then we've got in the outfield, we've got, I would put Hayward in center or maybe pick up a center fielder. But for now, I'd throw Hayward in center. I would throw Schwarber in left. He's really coming around. That power game is really, really packing a punch right now. And then in right, I would definitely get Castellanos. Castellanos is the man. I love his energy. I love his at-bats. I love his spirit. I think he's a definite free agent acquisition that we need. So that is the Cubs for 2020. I think there's going to be a lot of changes, but I think they're all going to be for the better. I think we're going to definitely compete for a World Series next year. So let's keep in touch. Check me out on YouTube again, and I'll do another update later. Thanks.